This is basicsXXIITWIN, and I'm sitting here doing this and I'm wondering why I'm doing it. If you're watching the video, this probably isn't you, but this is the first group of kids I've had in about 3 years that made me wonder why I work so hard. It's pretty disheartening, actually. But if you're watching this video, that's not you. I just wonder why I'm doing this during my lunch break, to be honest with you. Anyways, we're supposed to solve something. We're going to do log is bay. I can tell that I have a base of 5. Following the base is the argument. She's 2x minus 5. And that means that the E lines up with 3. So, my base is 5. She is cubed. I didn't change this at all from the actual last quiz, and she must equal 2x minus 5. 5 cubed is 125. She has to equal 2x minus 5. We're going to add 5 to both sides, and we're going to divide by 2. And 130 over 2 is what, 65? Seems right. Alright, number 2, solve this thing using y1 and y2. Now, what you actually show me that you type into y1 and y2 is not that. You've got to use x to the p over r because the goal here is to learn about exponents. Anyways, you'd have all of 3x squared minus 4 wrapped in a set of parentheses. It's the 5th root, so the exponent would be 1/5. What you're typing into y2 is the quadratic over here, x squared minus 4. And why not? Let's do it. Let's see what this funky thing looks like. And play along. My calculators, I teach pre-calc too, my calculator's in the wrong mode. So anyways, I have all of 3x squared wrapped in a set of parentheses. And I'm showing you kids how to not use algebra. I just don't understand the resistance. And y2 is x squared minus 4. I don't get the resistance to this. I really don't. And I do a zoom 6 the way you were trained. I'll get a pretty funky looking graph. Calculator took that quadratic 3x squared minus 4, took its 5th root, and it ended up with something funky like this. And then I'm going to do second trace 5, like I've always done. I'm going to get close, and I'm going to press enter 3 times. And there's one x value. And there are 2 answers there. One of them's that guy right there. A little bigger for you to see. And I'll repeat the process. You can't do second trace 5 yet. I just don't know what kind of drugs you're on. And there's the other answer. So, 2 answers. The question is can I get last basics quiz, only 3 kids in second period while they're doing twin? Can I get the other 7 to do it? Devin, Holly, Sophie, Ben Brown, Braden. You might have turned yours in, Braden, I'm sorry. Can I get you all to do it? Go to third period. Can I get Braden Redden to do it? Can I get Bradley Lamb to do the whole thing? Dalton, will you do the whole thing? I don't know. There's just too many of y'all. Alright, solve. 4 ln's of 4x minus 3 is 20. By hand answers get full credit. y1 answers, y1, y2 get half. Let's just do y1, y2 real quick. Because, why not? It's not like it's my lunch break or anything. It's a good thing you can't see my face. It's not a happy face. There's y1, there's y2. Zoom 6 is going to be useless because you put a 20 in y2, but you do it anyways. Then it presses the window key. It wants to look up about 25 units. Taylor Spry, if you're watching this stuff, I don't understand why you're not doing these. Jaden Cree, same thing. Don't understand why you're not doing them. It's y1, y2. Obviously the answer is going to occur somewhere off to the right. So I'm going to look left. I'm just going to guess 40. I have no idea what it is. Don't care what it is. Going to guess 40. That'll probably do it. And then I'm going to hit second trace 5. Even those of you who know what you're doing and do it by hand, if you find that there's extra time and I haven't taken it up yet, do this. I've got a decimal 37.8 something. Alright? That's what she is. That's an answer. And that gives you half credit. Half credit's better than no credit. On EOC, who cares? That gets you the answer. Bam, in business. Now doing this by hand, the very first thing I would do is I would divide out that 4. I'd have the natural log of 4x minus 3 equal to 20. And I don't care who you are. You ought to know what 20 divided by 4 is. Now, ln has a little bitty understood e right here. So I'm going to do log as bay. The base is e. The exponent's on the other side of equality. And it has to equal the argument, which now becomes the answer. I'm going to add 3 to both sides. And I'm going to divide out that 4. And that is my answer. Trying to go slow for you here, kids. Again, it's not like I ain't got anything better to do. Let's see what that is as a decimal, because I'm just checking myself. And here's the other issue. Won't play along in a calculator. Won't get a calculator. Won't do squat. Probably sits at home and tells their parent, guardians, whoever, it's Milbrath's fault. There you go. 37 something. Matches the decimal. It's not that hard. Determine the average rate of change from x equals 3 to x equals 7 using the table. This is really just slope. But here's your a value, here's your b value. And the formula you're using is the average rate of change formula, which we've been doing every day since August. Not every day, at least every week since August. Like literally, we've been doing it since August, man. Since August. Since I identified B and A, everywhere I see a B, I'm a 7. Everywhere I see an A, I'm a 3. And if I was 7, f of b was negative 9. Minus because there's a minus. If I was 3, well, go up to 0. I get negative 9 over 4. Because negative 9 minus 0 is negative 9. 7 minus 3 is 4. There's the answer. Here we have the QF. Maybe I should stop singing this to the tune of row, row, row your boat. But anyways, it goes x equals negative b plus or minus square root. I don't know if you can hear me. The microphone's back there. Plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And a is 4 for that kid who hasn't paid any attention. B is a negative 10 and c is a 5. And then I plug stuff in. Now, opposite of a negative 10 is a positive 10. There's a plus or minus symbol. If I don't know how to square a 10 in my head, I'm going to wrap it in parentheses because I'm probably pushing buttons in a calculator. A is 4, C is 5, and it's all over twice A, 2 times a 4. I'm going to go ahead and do some breaking apart. Twice a 4 is 8, plus or minus. I'm going to see what's in that radical. We're going to pretend I don't know math. I had a negative 10. That was squared. Minus 4 times A, which was 4, times C, which was 5. And that's 20. And that root of 20 is also over an 8. Now, root 20 is the root of 4 times the root of 5. And the root of 4 is 2, so 2 root 5. It's not that hard. 10 over 8 becomes 5 over 4. If you think about 2 root 5 over 8, it becomes root 5 over 4. There's your answer. If those were whole numbers, or if they were not, one of them wasn't a radical, I'd add them together. Given f of 3 is 0,